Hey guys, Jano0, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, or whatever part of the world that you are in. Okay, we're going to start putting together, building our greenhouse slash hothouse slash not quite sure what it's going to be, but it's going to be a thing, building structure under plastic that we're going to try to, at the very least, extend our growing season or begin our growing season earlier and run it later into the fall. And if it all works out well and we can manage to do everything that we want to do, maybe we can even try to grow things year round in our little house here, little structured greenhouse thing. Okay, so what we're starting with is my buddy Joe over at the St. Bernard Acres. What's up, Joe? He brought me a bunch of these plastic, they're almost like a rubber pallet, and he brought me a dozen of them, and this is a huge score for us, and I really appreciate it. These are going to be the walls, at least the two long side walls of our greenhouse. So what we're going to do, now the reason is this down here was our squash patch. This is our lower garden area, and we chose this area, one, because it's about the perfect size, and two, in between growing sessions or seasons, or whenever we don't have anything in here growing, we can open up that gate down there where the peep show is, where we grow out our chickies, let them come into here and kind of clean up everything and keep everything clean, and all the grasses and weeds and stuff like that, all the weed seeds, they can clean that stuff up. So that's the reason we chose this area. Plus it's down here by the creek and it's out of the way, and it's got good dirt because we've been working it for a few years, and we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some this is just all old scrap lumber that we have from taking apart pallets and tearing down pallets and stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run at the top of the pallet, I'm going to screw them all together using these wood, this 1x4. We're going to screw them real good all the way across and make a solid wall out of it. And then across the bottom, I'm going to put some scabs of some shorter pieces of wood to scab them together to make a solid wall that we can stand up. And so the first thing is we're going to start screwing these to the wood, just like this. And we're going to try to make sure that they're all flushed up together so that it'll make a good solid wall. And I'm just going to use regular 2-inch screws because that should be plenty. So give me a second. I'm going to start on this, and we're going to start screwing this together to make a solid wall. And once I get it all screwed together, then I'll get back with you and we'll go to the next step. Now keep in mind, this is not going to be level. This is not going to be square. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to function, and it should be function well and do a good job for us. So the first step is we're going to screw all this stuff together. So once we get it screwed together, we'll get back with you when we start the next step. Okay guys, so we got the first wall up, and we're just going to use regular pallets for the end walls, because this is going to be where our doorways are. We're going to have a big door on this side to get stuff in and out of, and then the door on that side is already there. We're going to use that part of the fence and that side of the chickie house for that wall, and then we'll frame in the rest of it to put the plastic on that end. But we'll get to that in a little while. This is going to be built at the speed of John. It's not going to be anything fast. It's going to be over time as we get materials here and there. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and do the same kind of wall here. You see we've got it propped up right now with T-posts. But I think it's going to be a really cool wall. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll start going from there. But like I said, this is not going to be something that I'm going to be able to do over the course of the weekend, because I need to get some materials here and there. But what we're going to do is we're going to get cattle panels, and we're going to arch them from here, and we're going to arch them over to the next wall. And if it's roughly 12 feet long, that should give us a 4-foot arch, because our cattle panels are 16 feet long. So that should be a nice arch and a nice slope to put the roof on with, but we'll get to that at a later point. So for right now, we're done. We're going to just do this on the other side over there, and then we'll go to the next step. But slowly but surely, one of them long, drawn-out kind of projects, and I'll put it, videos up piece by piece as we do things. And so when we get the next wall up and we get the couple of other little pallets up, then we'll get back with you here in a little bit and show you what the base of it's going to look like. So we'll get to that probably tomorrow or the next day. Okay guys, you can see we got our walls up now. This is going to be the base of our the greenhouse or the building, whatever it turns out to be. It's probably going to be some sort of a greenhouse or a hothouse. For the time being, we just kind of closed in these end walls with some extra pallets and a little bit of chicken wire that we stapled up so that we can turn our little chickies loose in here to start cleaning up the weed seeds and the extra grasses and stuff, and it'll help cut down on the feed costs for them. And this will be it that we're for a little while on this. Like I say, this is going to go at the speed of John, and I'm not feeling very fast right now. I'm still not 100%. It's going to take me a while to get saved up to get some more materials to finish it anyway. So if it takes me another month to get to where I'm getting around to working on it and finishing it again, please bear with me. But this is what we did so far with just well, actually, all we have on here is pallets. We have the plastic pallets and wooden pallets, and all the wood is from pallets that we tore apart to get at the wood. So here's our pallet wall, our pallet pen for right now. So anyway, I hope this helps give you guys some ideas. And like I say, whenever I get back at it, then we'll make some more videos. The plan is to get a couple of cattle panels and arch them in between the walls to give us our dome and our arch that we put the plastic over. But we'll see what happens. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.